Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of Inside HStudios.
My name is Mariella.
My name is Marvin,
and we are your new Inside HStudios hosts. Over the summer, I'm sorry I can't go on without asking, Marvin, why are you wearing a toga?
Well, over the summer, I went to Greece with EF tours, and I got so inspired by the culture that I decided to make one myself. Oppa!
That's actually pretty cool. EF Tours is also making trips to Japan and Spain. We're taking it to Miss Enadine for more on the Greece trip.
So much, I drew my plans on a chart. Cars are flipping, I'm in hot pursuit. My character's strong, but my head is pushy. It's like ecstasy. Comes up and bangs the sense out of me.
Wow, what an amazing trip. Moving on from Greece to Korea.
Yes, last month there was a Korean assembly packed full of talent, where Korean students all over performed dances, displayed art pieces, and gave speeches.
And guess what else? You know what? Don't guess because I'll tell you.
We interviewed the performers!
Marvin, that was my line.
Sorry, I just got really excited.
Come on.
Welcome to Hollywood High School. I'm Miss Sargent.
I'm yours, his, her, and I'm 6th grade.
So here's my question for you. What has been your favorite part of your trip here in the US?
I loved mostly the trip when I came to Hollywood because the other trips were quite boring, but this was it was a high school, so I could come to it, so it was interesting to come here.
What do you think of Hollywood High School?
It's really famous because there are many actors who came out from Hollywood, and I'm really excited to come here.
Thank you so much. Welcome. 이름이 뭐야?
My name is Nair, and I am 13 years old, and I am in the 6th grade, and I made a speech.
Beautiful. Can you tell me what was your speech about?
Speech is about global warming and why this is a problem and how we can solve this from small acts.
That sounds excellent. Can you answer this question? What has been your favorite part of your trip here in the US?
Actually, I was really excited to come here at Hollywood School because I just heard of it and I just saw it as a picture in Korea, but it was so exciting that I can really visit it in USA.
Awesome. Great to hear. Thank you. All right. Welcome to Hollywood High School. We're excited to have you. Can you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Park Yedin, and my age is middle school grade 3, and I'm doing a performance for English speeches.
We're so excited to hear your speech. We have some questions for you. How do you feel when you're performing?
I felt really nervous, but when I was doing my speeches, I was really excited too.
Thank you.
私とあなた Golden moon Diamond stars In a moment we unite
Oh, that's probably the cutest interview I ever seen.
Personally, it made my day. Now, speaking of talent, did you watch the Olympics, Marvin?
Yes, I did. But do you know what's better than staring at the Olympics through a screen? Actually being in Paris and seeing them in real life.
I definitely agree. The NMA Club's vice president actually went to Paris for the Olympics and brought back footage to share.
Hi, my name is Madeline Moraga, and I'm a senior and vice president of Enemy Club. So, during my summer break, my family and I traveled to Paris, France to watch the Olympics. Upon arriving at the airport, we noticed the Olympics ring symbol everywhere, and I mean everywhere, along with the Paris 2024 signage in every direction. There were also many other Olympic volunteers holding signs who directed athletes and press to the village. After settling in, we took a walk around the city, and you could just feel the energy and excitement in the air, especially with the opening ceremony just the next day. Now, the day of the opening ceremony, my family and I walked around looking for a good spot to watch it, and eventually we found the bridge where the parade started. Later on, we tried to return to that spot but couldn't since we didn't have the tickets, which were given to residents only. But even without the tickets, we, like many others, enjoyed walking alongside the Seine River as the opening ceremony played out. Eventually, we found a screen alongside the river that was showcasing all the countries coming down the parade line. We watched it in the rain as we waited for America's turn. Once America came on, we cheered, as many people around us also did. Even though we couldn't see the opening ceremony directly, we watched it nearby surrounded by people who were just as excited. We also had the chance to talk to people from many other places like Australia and England. Many other Americans also came up to us asking where in the US we were from, since we were walking around with many US flags. Overall, just being in the environment while in the rain was definitely unforgettable. Now, throughout our entire trip, we watched a total of 5 games. First was the women's gymnastics. And no, sadly I didn't get to see Simone Biles. But luckily, I was still able to cheer on the Filipino team, and I did, as loud as I could. Then, the following day we watched swimming. We saw both men's and women's and cheered as loud as we possibly could for all the US players, who mostly placed in the top 5, because US on top. Then, the next day we watched volleyball in the morning, the sport I was most excited to see, and it was Italy versus Egypt, and Italy crushed Egypt with a straight 3-0. I loved every second of just being in the volleyball arena, and I just really wish I was able to see the US men's team, who was playing the next match and was probably in the arena while I was there. Anyways, after watching volleyball in the morning, we watched the men's US water polo team. It was US versus Romania, and then we also watched France versus Japan. And I've never seen water polo before, but I learned it's a lot of drowning your opponent. But it's also like handball, just in water. But lastly, we watched archery, which was pretty cool to see, but the sun was beaming down on us. Overall, my trip to Paris and witnessing the Olympics firsthand was an amazing experience. Not only was seeing the games in real life really cool, but just being in the environment was unforgettable. It was like anytime I was outside, I could feel the buzz of excitement, as everyone was just happy to be there. So I really can't wait for the Olympics to come to LA. Now, just quickly, some tips for seeing the Olympics. 1, buy your tickets once they are released because they sell out almost as fast as Taylor Swift tickets. and the tickets are released around a year before. Next, have multiple people sign up for the lottery for the opening ceremony, as those spots are limited. And lastly, you might not get to watch the country of your choice, but trust me, you'll enjoy the experience anyways.
Well, this brings Inside HStudios to an end.
Stay safe and have an awesome day.
Bye.